Sorry.
All right.
Nate,
Yep.
go.
So last time,
Session 43, Nate, go.
last time we wrote Wank. Sakira and I did. Wayne's abridged notions of Killenvor. Lowers the Wankers. Yep.
Yep.
So we did that. Ran around, asked a bunch of questions to a whole bunch of other people, and then we went to bed. So now we're waking up, learned a little bit about syndicates. Gonna go talk to the guard boy. Yeah.
Nothing else happened last session.
No, that's not it.
Not much.
Nothing else of important. Nothing else
Nah,
of important.
we could just raise any like letter stuff like was like
Linen
non-consequential.
literally
to be real.
crashing out in the background.
Honestly, anything he didn't mention, could we just kind of drop and like forget even happened?
Sure, definitely didn't happen. We're definitely not in any mortal danger.
Definitely not in any mortal danger.
There was
so-
absolutely nothing about a note or writing things that have been said.
Yeah.
So,
Or anything like-
to start the session, to increase some love in the room, I'm gonna roll these 2d8s.
No!
Screw you.
Oh,
I thought it would make us roll like a party, like community check
So
for like death or something.
Yeah, so for the viewers in the audience, or people who can stick around, we didn't warn any NPCs about the impending dangers.
Yet. It's fine.
You guys got the note in the morning and you let it ride the entire day.
Yeah, I was busy.
Yes, you were busy wanking.
I was busy wanking with Nate.
That's
with Wayne.
That's like
Wayne and I were wanking
knowing-
off.
That's like knowing your mortal enemy put a claymore on the bedroom door of the love of your life, and then not doing anything about it because you were busy.
Busy wanking.
Because I was wanking. Honey, I'm sorry. Looking at the blood splatter on the drywall. Honey, I'm sorry. I was wanking.
I was gonna tell you. I didn't see that it was not important.
Ashes, active gas leaks 2 feet away
Okay.
from him.
But here's the thing: this totally validates all females on their their men and husbands just being forgetful about everything. We literally forgot.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
by the
In
way,
my-
honey, as you peek your head around the corner, it's literally just a blood stain in her face.
There is nothing but
Like-
red mush in the room.
Ugh.
In my defense, my first thought was not that he was going to kill all of our NPCs. I just thought he was going to kill us.
Yeah, that's true. I actually thought that as well. But it's still important to tell everyone around us that we're a target, I think.
Yeah.
At the very least, tell Lycus. That is something that I think you can very fairly dog on us for. We should have told Lycus.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, as we
Let's do that.
wake up in the morning, you guys
Feeling like P. Diddy?
feeling like P. Diddy.
That's
I
like
feel
the
like
fourth
he did
time
it.
this campaign we've.
Can we start like us this
Mention
morning with
that.
just terrible
Make
names?
sure to check under the pillow and
Make sure to
see
check
if
under the
the
pillows.
Wank Fairy paid a
Um,
visit.
We are now officially out of the week of the Festival of the Rise.
Whoa!
On Reese, which is the first day of the week. So
No, we're not.
Holy
We're-
shit.
if you're talking, I haven't been moving the one on Forge. I've been moving the other one.
Well-
Hey, I will say I still am not able to access Forge, so
What?
yeah,
Damn, like getting good
it's
or
a private campaign for me. Don't know.
Okay.
Are you not private with us?
Guess send him the campaign link again.
And it's mostly okay because I really just use it for rolling, and I can use D&D Beyond for that. It'll just mean that we'll have to go off of D&D Beyond for me, and I don't really want that. But if we can't figure it out, it's not the end of the world.
Well, the more difficult question is like, what if there's a combat?
Oh, we're gonna
Yes.
be combat.
2.
Are we gonna be in combat?
Probably.
I don't know. Are you?
I don't see any impending danger.
There's none. So anyways, do we want to wait for Jade to get that figured out, or do we want to start just
We're gonna go
with
ahead
the morning?
and wake up in the morning. I'm gonna see if I can work on a solve for Jade as you guys do this. As you guys awake.
Grazie.
Well, I imagine that it would be. Who do we think would wake up first? Maybe.
Realistically, elves.
Yeah, really anybody.
Any of the elves?
So we've eliminated one person.
We have eliminated one member of the party.
Sorry, Lennon.
Yeah, I don't. Lynn definitely wouldn't have had a restful sleep. He's like
I think-
too stressed.
Wayne and I,
Rikus
we've been
slept
pulling all
like a
nighters,
baby.
wanking each other off. So
What?
Pause.
Is it gonna be,
waking-
is it gonna be the classic pairing of Rikus and Leo yet again waking up in the morning?
Probably.
And Rikus checked under his pillow, and the Wank Fairy did not visit. Unfortunate.
Leo did not because he
Slightly
doesn't
disappointed.
know of the Wank Fairy.
He even went to
Anyway,
bed early, hoping for the chance,
Yeah.
and it didn't
Well,
come.
I imagine Leo's probably just down in the, why am I blanking on the word? I want to say cafeteria, but that's not the word I'm thinking of.
The
I mean,
tavern.
Tavern, I guess. I feel like there
The-
should be a different word for that, but I'll go and say tavern area of the actual area where you eat.
Dining?
That's the rooms upstairs. Dining. That is, again, not quite the word I was looking for, but I'll take it. In the in the dining area, I imagine just getting a fairly simple breakfast. Looking over his Rikus when we come downstairs, and do you think we should wake the others up or let them get their sleep?
Good morning to you too.
Oh well.
Really, are we in any rush right now?
Well, I thought we were hoping to get on the road as soon as possible. We did get that letter from Varys, after all, and, before he promptly burned it, which... Do you think we ought to
Well-
inform Varys about that? I'm trying to remember. Do we have a walkie-talkie to Edmund, at least, right?
You guys
Ragus
have a
does.
walkie-talkie to Lycus.
Okay, we do. For some reason, I was
believe
thinking we
you
didn't have one to
left-
Lycus.
I believe you left your extra rock that you bought that connects to all of your 5 with Edmund as well. So you would technically have one to either. But Thomas
Yeah.
is the one who has the rock directly to Lycus.
And then we also have the one to Yvonne, but we should
You do.
probably inform Lycus about this, shouldn't we?
Yeah, I think you're probably right.
Yeah, because unless I don't think you did yesterday, did you?
No, I think we're all kind of just soaking it in still.
Well, you have the rock if you want to get him on this early.
He's probably still asleep. But I
Isn't
guess
Lycus
I'll.
also an elf.
No.
Yeah, I could have
He's
sworn
a
he was.
regular guy. He's old too.
Well, I guess I'll get on to that. While I'm eating my breakfast. Either way, I know we want to get on the road quickly and all, but I mean, we know they're coming regardless. And
Yeah, but do you think we should all be up for that conversation? I could probably go rouse the others.
I think I think a conversation is to be had about what safety measures we want to take, and if anyone's worried about anything.
As you say that, well, I started saying that, and I'm wondering if it would make sense for Leo to think about this, because I'm wondering if this. Yeah, we'll have the like this conversation first. Go ahead and ring him up.
Oh man, do I got to RP this? Yeah, I probably should. Good morning, Lycus.
A few moments
Oh.
later, you kind of get a. Yes, Rikus.
Sorry, I hope I didn't wake you.
You did, but that is all right. What can I help you with?
My apologies. Yeah, there isn't really much you can do in the ways of helping us at the current moment. But Leopold did mention that we should probably get this message to you and get it out to the rest of the organization as swiftly as possible. But essentially, the small notebook we had, that was a two-way communication with Varus. Well, it burnt to a crisp now, magically, but that's besides the point. It seems our involvement in the massacre that took place and the death of that one sorceress, and I guess the death of also Varus's brother. You know, I think there's a lot of things that are probably playing into this. Now that I'm going it through my head one more time, some shot I
I
help.
just wanted
Let's.
us to kill his brother. That one wasn't it.
My apologies. I know you just woke up, so let me try to brief in this a little bit. Anyways, Varus's father or master,
Quenta.
I don't. Yes. Well, he has now set his sights on our organization. It sees us as a direct threat to his operations. It seems that our involvement with whatever Varus's camp has done, as well as our, well, everything we did during the events of the capital,
Well, strictly
has garnered some attention. And our merry little band of good boys here are now all on a hit list. So that's on us to deal with. You can't do anything about that. But Varus was it was a pretty convoluted message. I will have Leopold or Lennon send you
transcribe the letter.
transcribe the letter and what
Which
they
is-
remember of it.
Definitely not the word you use for sending that verbally, but
Well,
I can get started right on that right now because I mean, yeah. So I'll
they
go
would
ahead
have
and
they would have a more perfect memory than I would, even though
Yeah.
it was just a day ago. But
All right, so Varus.
my head's not exactly screwed on correctly.
Varus and his group now have a more targeted sight upon you and this organization as a whole. Is that what you're getting at?
Yeah,
strictly
basically. But
speaking, he said the words "you and yours," which I believe would just be the Inexorables.
Well, I will.
there might also. Apologies, sir, but there is also a possibility of any personal ties also being targeted or affected. I have no information on how this Quentar works, but it seems to be that whatever Varus was trying to do to keep Quentar off of us is now gone. Is what I really gathered from it. And it seems whatever Varus's actions take against us is out of his control as well. That's my suspicion. So it really is. Once we get the word for word letter over to you, you can take what you want from it.
We'll
Speaking
all
of word for word letter, as you'd say, family ties, or familial ties, you see just like a look of thought come across Leo's face as he considers the idea for a moment, which he evidently had not thought of. And then, like midway through you talking, he like sets what's he carrying the Rocky Talkie, or are you still carrying it and talking to Lycos? I imagine you still would be carrying the talkie.
I kind of figured
I
we
don't know.
just like set it down on the table and
Yeah.
I put it on
I don't know
speaker
if these
mode.
things have speakerphone mode, but
They do.
either way, midway through, you just hear Leo mutter "fuck" under his breath, and he, very abruptly stands up and like begins to walk outside as he pulls out the walkie-talkie to call Yvonne.
Okay.
I don't know if you want to finish that scene first or do the Yvonne scene first.
We'll finish this scene real quick.
Either
Leo is now
way,
exiting the stage left.
it seems furnishing our new fortress may not be a top priority, but armaments, on the other hand, might.
All right.
It is nice that you'll have the what was the Hunters Guild showing up at your doorstep at some point, so you'll have at least somebody there.
Yes, we are not quite out there yet. We have returned to Rebadan at this point, and we will play. We are planning on teleporting out there either later today or tomorrow, depending on how long it takes to pack things.
Understood, sir.
I appreciate the warning, and that may explain some of the things I've been seeing outside of the academy since we arrived this afternoon. There were some more interesting types that usually aren't in this area of town.
Oh, how so? I mean, Varus did mention that there was going to be quite a lot of movement from the different syndicates. I think that kind of was a nod towards the fact that Quentar's reach extends immensely.
The more and more we uncover about this Quentar, the more and more I feel like he's made very, very, very good use of his approximate 7 months. And us not knowing about him for the first large portion of that has made it difficult to catch up. We're behind in the game, Rikus. You're our lead scorer, you and your group, currently. So, we need to catch up. Where are you currently?
Understood, sir. We spent the night in Sargoth, and we are heading out as soon as we gather the rest of our intel from the police chief.
All right.
And will we be heading towards... Hold on, guys. I gotta pull up the map.
Aranin.
We will be making our trek towards Aranin.
What in particular do you have to work towards in Aranin?
One of the senators.
One of the senators that were involved in
I'm hitting up because it was Sargoth, Team, and Rivacheg were the 3 senators.
Yeah, that's what I thought. No. No, the reason we're going to Aranin. The reason we're going to Aranin is, as you are aware, the 3 senators that were involved in the attack on the Senate floor were from Sargoth, Team, and Rivacheg. All 3
Yes.
confirmed or so sightings of Varus's. And due to our information on the shipping company that he owned, as well as some of the other markets that he played in, we will be traveling along the southern coast between Sargoth, the Team, and quickly checking in and picking up words from the locals.
All right. Well, I wish you luck and Godspeed on the road. Go wake up the rest of your group. Get on the road and get out of there as quickly as you can. If Varys is or his master are organizing any number of syndicates, especially on the southern coast, you will be easier to find. Stay on the move.
Understood, sir.
All right. Thank you for the information, Rikus. We will be in contact soon.
Yes, sir.
So, as Leopold walks out the door, pulling out the royalty Yvonne, what does he do?
He's just like very, very panicked, trying to ring up Yvonne just to see, if she will answer.
I would like you to roll me a luck check.
Fuck's sake.
His maid isn't up yet. Turns out she actually does sleep in all the time.
Well, she's not an elf either, I don't believe.
Rolls a 1. Yvonne's dead.
No.
I have a plus
She's
one.
asleep.
I have a +1 luck modifier, so we'll see. Oh my fucking god! Oh my fucking god!
Oh god!
What do you mean? No!
Okay.
Okay, can you I understand this is bad, but can you not rape your Mike Thomas? Oh dear god!
That hurt. You attempt to ring her up for the better part of a few minutes, but you receive nothing in return.
Pathetic!
Okay, stop.
Sorry.
Stop it.
Ah.
Like
Someone just.
That was just
If
bad
I'm not-
timing on Thomas's part.
if I'm
Okay, Aiden, we're being serious. This is a serious campaign.
I looked at Discord and saw that I saw green around my bubble and I was like, oh fuck.
Okay.
It's no use.
Leo is just going to pacing out front of whatever shitty tavern we're in. He's just going to keep trying to ring her up. Womp womp. We just said this was a serious campaign.
Jade, you dumb motherfucker.
What?
You know it pops up who did it, right?
I know.
Yeah.
Okay. How long do you keep trying?
How long does it take everyone else to get up and get around?
Probably
Does it mean-
between 15 to 30 minutes.
I'm gonna say, Leo, he's pretty up and around. It'd probably take him a minute to pack stuff, but he's got nothing else to do but panic.
Okay. So I'm going to real quick. Secure.
Okay.
You awake, and as you exit your bed and kind of round the room, you are the first to spot Leopold just pacing. The door to his room
And he's
is
not-
just barely cracked open. You know he's generally one of the earliest awake, so you kind of went to check on him and your brother, and he is just pacing in his room, and you see a sending stone in his hand.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up. I'm gonna wait for him to see me, and if it doesn't see me when I'm within eyesight, then I'm gonna speak up because I know something's wrong.
He definitely does not
He's not gonna see you.
Okay, then he's gonna actually sit up and walk over. He's just gonna follow you pacing. So-
I mean,
For
he's
a second.
pacing back and forth, so I imagine he just makes it like down one way to the end, immediately turns around, starts walking, and then just like bumps into your chest. Actually, I don't think you're that much taller than him. He's probably-
I'm watching you. I'm watching you pace. I've seen several laps of it. So I'm like, you come this way, and I walk alongside you, and I say, I notice you don't have anything you're tinkering with in your hands, and I do not think that's a good sign. What's on your mind?
You see Leo very in his own head just pops up and turns to look at you, and like has to sort of like mentally adjust for a moment and just very quickly tries to wave you off and just says, just go get ready for the day, Sakira. As he again tries to ring up the Rocky Talking Sands.
Is there anything we can do? I know which Rocky Talkie you're using.
You see Leo very quickly, like, you could tell he was about to, like, outburst at you, but then you mentioned that you knew what Rocky Talking he was using, and he just
There's something wrong, isn't there?
go get ready, Sakira. Please.
I can do that.
Thank you.
I'll let you tell anyone you need. And I'll walk away. I'm not going to mention it to anyone else.
And he is just going to go back to basing.
Okay. So, Sakir, you kind of go out and you find Rikus. You see Wayne kind of opening the door to his room and stretching out after wanking up in the morning. Lennon still has not awoken yet, but everyone else seems to be awake.
Did you say waking up or winking up in the morning?
I
Because
said
I heard waking up. Okay, just checking. Okay, good.
So what do you do, Sakir? Do you try to gather
Yeah.
everybody?
Yeah, gather everyone together. We're gonna eat. But yeah, people can roll insights on me to see if there's something bothering me, but I'm not going to explicitly state that there's anything going on with Leopold.
Okay. Will do. So, as you all awake, you guys kind of begin gathering your things, gathering downstairs for food. As you guys kind of gather as a group, some of you probably go in and wake Lennon up. Lennon, how did you sleep?
Not well. Yeah, I imagine during the day he was like kept busy with the investigation and keeping track of everything, but once it came nighttime and he was alone, that's he started kind of overthinking things and starting to break down and like internally panic. So I'd say he did not get a good restful sleep. And every creak and groan in the wood of the building or howl of the wind through the window was just him kind of like jolting awake to see if there was something coming at him. He's been alone before, like traveling alone, but never hunted, so he's quite nervous.
As you kind of wake up, you just see Wayne sitting over your bed looking down at you.
Ugh. God, is it?
My child,
Wait.
the Wayne Fairy is not complete.
Wait. What time is it?
Well past when you should have been up.
I thought we've been over this. can't meditate for 4 hours and get a full sleep. Although I guess I can't really call what I got a full sleep. Ugh.
Why not?
Uh,
Are you
I
dreaming
forgot.
about milk again?
No, what? What is your infatuation with me and MILFs?
I don't know. I just find it intriguing.
No, it's
I don't see it. I've heard about it, but I just don't see it.
heard about what?
About you and
Do
the
we need to
MILFs.
add that to the book?
obviously.
What have people been saying? Whatever. No, is it? Are we safe? Are we? Is there any damages? Any comp? No, nothing. Just nightmares then. Just dreams.
Well, what did you dream?
Mm, Nothing. I'm just probably just stressed. He'll like start sitting up. Why?
Sounds like it's more than just a dream, Lennon.
Worse, it's reality. Anyways. Never did I imagine in my 10 years since leaving home that I would be hunted by an interdimensional vampire lord. But that's the reality. I don't know. How are you handling it, Wayne?
Well, it's not the first time I've been hunted, so just another walk in the park, I suppose.
And how do you deal with the stress?
Well, I cranked my holy hog, obviously.
Oh boy.
Does that mean you're constantly stressed? That can't be good for your psyche.
No, I'm constantly unstressed.
Yes, but the need to jerk to
You can say it.
ejaculate. No, then it has to be medical. the the constant need to ejaculate as you do means that you are constantly in need of blowing off stress, meaning that you're actually quite stressed. No?
Oh, I don't only do it when I'm stressed. I'm just never stressed because I always do it.
There has to be a correlation with something.
Sometimes I do it for the pleasure, sometimes the pain.
Anyway, I guess if we're still safe, did you do any divination this morning?
No, not yet. Should I?
I
Still
mean,
making my rounds.
I guess if we have the time, or we could just do it on the road. I don't know how your divination works. I don't think Lennon has actually seen you perform a divination.
He has-
Yeah, I'm sure we can make it work.
Alright, then when we have time, I guess. God.
Well,
I really
actively, I don't have any questions, really. But if someone else comes up with something, then sure.
Oh. Maybe if we ask where we'll get attacked, where we're most likely to get attacked first.
That could be
What
a
is
good
the-
one.
Hmm.
He might just say the front door, though.
Honestly, I'm getting the feeling that the sooner we die, the less people will be in danger.
Or the more.
I mean,
We'll be in less danger, sure. But I don't think our adversaries are the type to not endanger others just because we're out of the way.
True, but it would put a. What would? I don't know how that would work. I don't know. I need to start looking to. One of the things Varys said was he was gonna do something with our souls once he killed us. We probably should look into somehow protecting those. You got any soul protection, Wayne?
No, not that I know of.
Neither do I. Gods, we
I
could
mean, I
use a clear.
suppose I would hope that Big Daddy Kellamvor can hold on to that, but I don't know.
Well, at least you know you have something looking out for you. My family kind of just believes in nature itself. Kind of more
If
close
you
to.
believe in nature, do you believe in the soul even?
I mean, everything has a soul. It's souls and cycles and whatnot. What comes from nature returns, and with the existence of the hells and the realm of gods and whatnot, you believing in the existence of a soul is not that far of a stretch if you consider it a natural part of the body and mind.
That's fair.
But that's that's enough about philosophy. We can discuss that later once we're out of the city. Ugh. Is everyone else up?
I think so. You're usually the last one up, so I don't see why anyone else would still be sleeping.
Yeah.
But yeah, we can go around.
Yeah. Let's get going. And we go.
Alright. So, as you guys get up and begin to move, you guys gather as a group of 4 and note that Leopold still has not come down.
You said
So much for
Leopold
the one.
was it?
Leopold still is not present.
So much for the team meeting that he called.
Well, who would probably be least likely to disturb Leopold at this point if they went to check on him?
I'm just gonna call over the Rocky Talkie. Leopold, where the fuck are you, and why are we all up if you're not?
He thinks you're so sweet.
You don't get a response from Leo. At least not a verbal one. Like maybe 30 seconds later, you see Leo coming downstairs. Sees the 4 of you around the table, and with a rather sullen look on his face, he asks, "All right, do you think the 4 of you could handle this investigation for a little while?"
Well, we were going to discuss what we had previously talked about, Leopold, which was our safety measures and everything for the party as we continue to move along the coast.
Well, you see a little bit of confliction over Leo's face before it hardens into resolve. I need to leave, at least until I can verify something. Yvonne isn't picking up her walkie-talkie. I need to ensure that she's okay.
I can check on that for you.
We forgot to
You
tell
see
people yesterday.
Leo. You see Leo like look with legitimate, like a mix of shock and sort of curiosity, as he like almost immediately demands how.
As soon as he says how, I'm going to just pull a block of incense out and begin casting divination right in front of them.
Doesn't that how long's the casting time for divination?
I want to say ritual, but I'm pretty sure it's an action.
Okay. I would have found it very funny if it was a ritual where you just took out where you took out an incense stick, didn't say anything, and just prayed for 30 minutes.
Yes, divination is one action if you cast it as a spell, and it has ritual.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is. So, what do you ask, Nate?
Be very careful with how you word this.
I'm also struggling to upload a picture to Forge.
Don't forget to address him properly now.
Secure. Write this down in Wang. This is important. This is important for the scriptures.
Wait, do we hear what he says to his god? I know we don't hear the god.
This is verbal.
Oh, we do.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's all
shit.
verbal.
Nice.
I'm just trying to think of how I want to word this. Every time I cast divination, it's literally like trying to figure out a wish.
Can you not cast it multiple times in a day?
Can, but I believe it gets upwards of 25% more vague every time.
I will absolutely make it more vague every time you ask this.
Yeah.
Exactly 25%.
And I believe after the first one, I have to roll religion as well.
Hmm.
Daddy? Is Yvonne safe?
So, as you're asking this question, you guys all just hear, Daddy, is Yvonne safe? No one else sees this but you, Nate. But that little ripple
This never gets
green
old.
tear in reality as the He-Man face appears in front of you. And it just
Oh
looks at
man,
you.
I thought.
And you see as he blinks at you, his eyes close sideways. As they open back up slowly, almost like there's a second set of eyelids below. He says, "No," and it closes again.
Bruh.
You know, I don't
You know,
know much.
Leo, you might need some backup. I'm going to put this lightly. I think your girl's cooked.
Not
Chat.
if I have anything to say about it. And Leo is going to immediately, heft his back over his shoulder, turn, and go to the stables.
Oh dear.
Shit. I turn and look at Wayne and go, I don't know much about religion and talking to gods. But that was a really vague fucking question. What did he say?
He said, no. But see, I've talked to him for a long time, and that means she's fucked. So,
Again,
should
that was a really vague fucking question. Of course she's not
Do we-
safe. We're being targeted by Quentar.
Do we have any way of contacting anybody in Revenant to check in on?
Well,
Wait.
no, she's no longer in Revenant. She's on a boat.
No, I thought she was leaving today.
Nope. Yes.
I thought,
No?
yeah, I'm saying, I thought she was already on the boat.
They were
My
leaving
bad.
yesterday to go up to Halfton to pick up all of Theobald's stuff.
Then I misunderstood the timeline. Maybe. God, how are we gonna get to? I guess Halfton.
Yes, Halfton is north of Revenant.
Actually, hold on a minute. There was that fucking wizard here in town.
No, that was.
No,
Oh, you're right.
Yes.
here in Suno, the first time we came here, there was a wizard who teleported. Sargoth. There was a wizard who teleported us back to Revenant.
Oh, my bad.
I should
remember
know the
this.
way to that wizard's tower.
Yeah, the quarter no? Was it? The quarterling?
Right. No, we did the math, and he was like,
Hold on,
he was like
I
a
got it. in my
thirdling, right?
notes.
Something like that. I have it in my notes too. Where are they?
I've
Yeah.
got his. name because
I was gonna say I don't even know if I have his name. I'm gonna be honest. I think I gave
Oh,
him prompt name and
jeez.
didn't write him down.
hold on, we've got this.
Uh,
Let's see.
I definitely didn't put his name
Nescaboon
down.
Knife, Nescaboon Knife, Gendamoron, Shazam.
Here's the third line.
Secure
This is like the
Charm.
first session I took notes.
Peter Basarius, a
We
quarterly.
continue on our way to Halfton. Every building is significantly smaller, making it quite easy to locate the tower, realizing we never got the name of the Archmage.
No, we
Oh,
did.
we
His
have
name
the
is
name.
But
No, his name is Peter Basarius. He is a quarterling, about 20 inches tall.
Oh, he's
He
the
has
third
red
line.
hair and a long beard.
I thought he was the
Get
third
to it.
line.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going to go find Peter Basarius.
Well, boys, it seems that one of our party members' conviction is
but isn't
taking precedence.
Peter Basarius would be in Halfton? We're in Sargoth.
So a portion
He
of
teleported
Sargoth
us.
that is called Halfton. You guys haven't been to Halfton yet as the city.
I thought we
Yeah.
went through Halfton on our way to Suno.
No, you
No.
didn't.
When we went north.
No, it's like
to-
no, like
'cause-
half tin as in half town,
Yeah.
like Chinatown.
You guys haven't gone north to Halfton yet. You took the river south and then back up into Suno.
No, way back when we went up into the Iron Hills. The very, very first time. That's what this is a part of. Isn't it?
No, when we went up into the Iron
no.
Hills, we went through Suno.
Because we took care of
Well, you
the
guys
acid
did, I believe
chickens.
you guys did technically pass through Halfton on your way, because you went Halfton and then over to Suno to deal with the digesters, and then north to the Iron Hills to meet Gendo. But you guys did not spend long in Halfton, and I don't think you even met anybody there.
The Sargoth Halfton is more like Chinatown,
Yeah.
which is like every city has a Chinatown. It's just like every city has a Halfton.
But this is a Chinatown for little people.
Yes.
Yeah. Anyways, do we
All
just
right.
like,
Yeah. Okay.
Well, it looks like there is a change in schedule. I
we
will
just, like-
notify the boss.
I guess teleport to Halfton, teleport to team, then?
Teleportation is rather expensive, and I feel like the insights that we would gain along the southern coast are of benefit.
Yes, but at this point,
Man, this is gonna suck.
that's
And
another thing that's
I
a
walk
cancer thing.
I walk away and radio Lycus, just filling him in on the situation. So, unless you want me to role play that out real quick for you, Zach, or we can just leave
tell
it
me
at
what you're
that.
saying, and we can leave it at that.
I'm just yeah, that's just what I'm saying. I mean, I'm just notifying him of the situation that Leopold has not been able to get a hold of Yvonne this morning, and he is in a panic, and we are now making our way towards the Archmage that could possibly teleport us up to Halfton.
All right.
I mean, you guys don't have to follow Leo. He is fully intending on this being a solo mission.
Leopold, I would like you to roll me another luck check.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Oh.
A lot better.
Dirty 20. That's a lot better.
You begin to feel the rock vibrate in your pocket.
It wouldn't even be in my pocket. It would just be by my ear.
As
As I'm like fucking thundering down the streets of Sargoth on my
as you
horse.
pick it up, you hear from the other end of the line. Hello, hello. This is the Mithril Guard of Hafton. To whom am I speaking?
No. No, no, no. No, 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 no. No. How did you get this?
There was a situation at the
The
docks.
situation at the docks.
Oh,
We have no confirmed information yet. May I take down your name? Who are you, and whose rock did this belong to? Hello?
Sorry. It belonged to Yvonne Akron.
Yvonne.
Yes. You said there was nothing. There should have been a human woman named Yvonne Akron. Long orange hair, you couldn't miss it. A dwarf man named Theobald uses guns. Quite the character.
There is. I do not wish to divulge every bit of the information before confirming your identity.
Leopold Nathan.
Leopold Lenaton. I am sorry, Leopold. I do not know of your name. It is still an active investigation. It occurred very, very early this morning. It seemed that they were setting off just before dawn.
I'm going there as fast as I can. How far out do I think I am from the Wizard's Tower?
Probably another 5 to 10 minutes there, but you don't know how long it'll take to actually get him to teleport you if he even lets you in the door. If you remember, that was a favor to Lycus.
I will go ahead and just answer. I'm Leopold Lenathon of House Lenathon of Zadash. I'm going to be there as quickly as possible. God willing, it will be only 12 minutes. And I put it in my pocket now, and I whip my horse, reins of my horse faster as I gotta go.
Okay. Do you share that information with the party, or do you just keep going, no words?
I gotta focus on getting to the Wizard's Tower.
whole party goes over to the stables. He's gone.
Oh, where did he go now? Because he didn't even tell us where he was going.
No, he just took off.
God. Do we just tell him where we're gonna be, or
Well, I guess we continue the mission while we're at it. Let's go check in with.
should one of us go with him for protection? How do we?
Well, how would we know how to go with him at this point?
Also, I gotta turn my AC on. Give me a moment.
This is true.
All right.
It's likely I would be able to
Like
track
a-
him down. He's only a few minutes out, and
Can we do like a
might.
history
Sorry.
/ insight?
You could roll an
like-
insight or a history, whichever you'd prefer, if you want to try and do this. I mean, if he's not picking up his walkie-talkie, I don't think you guys have much. I mean, you have attempted to hail him, but
DM, I'm gonna look down the streets, out the gates of the stable. Am I able to pick up any? I'm actively looking for horse tracks
okay. I mean,
and see how far along I can.
It is still fairly early morning, so while there is plenty of horse tracks around, you know that his horse does have a fairly specific set of tracks, and you do see it leading more southwest into the city. But I don't think you would immediately clock where he's going.
I tell you what, I'll try to follow his horse's prints if some of you would like to go and collect the information that we were supposed to collect this morning, so we can at least keep that moving. And I unhook baby, hop on, and start semi-swiftly moving along, following those tracks.
Okay. So
I'll slap I'll slap you with the guidance right before you leave, just in case. It only lasts like a minute, but
It only lasts a minute. That's not gonna do it.
yeah,
Exactly.
if you end, yeah.
So, you guys are splitting up with Leopold. Leopold sprinting to a wizard's tower, with Rikus at a swift to medium pace trying to track him down, and the other three of you are heading to the constable's office, yes?
Yep.
Okay. We're going to start with Rikus, give me a survival check, and Leopold. As you start going from a gallop to a trot, as you get closer and closer to this tower, it becomes easier and easier to see as you're getting closer, because obviously the buildings get smaller. As you're sprinting into this area, you step up to this tower. This spiraling tower that, for the buildings here, is very large, but nothing ridiculously impressive. Rikus, by about the first minute or so, you following these tracks deeper into the city, you know exactly where he's going. You remember going there last time you were here in Sargoth.
This is what, like my fourth or fifth time in Sargoth? Because I'd already been there like once or twice. And then
This is minimum third, if not fourth or fifth. Regardless, you are very quickly catching up with him at this point. As you step up to this tower, there is no door. What do you do, Leopold?
How did we get in last time?
Does anyone remember?
there was a tiny door.
I think there was a small hole that we had to insert something.
All right, Nate, you're up.
He's like,
He's not
it's
there.
too big, I can't fit.
I'll enlarge it.
Yeah, describe the door again. I'm sorry.
There is no
He
door.
said there
no
was no
door.
door.
There isn't
It
one.
is just a sheer brick tower.
Sheer brick tower.
There's no like exterior windows.
There are a few, but they are higher up, maybe like 40 to 50 feet up in the tower.
Just because we're idiots doesn't mean our characters are. Could we roll history?
Well, none of us are.
No one else is there.
No one
And
else
Leo-
is
Leopold.
there.
Leopold, roll history. Do it.
Would you allow me to roll history, DM?
Sure.
I have a +9 history.
Unfortunately, nothing in my notes about how to open the door, but
16. Nothing in my notes either.
Last time, there wasn't.
Whoop. my bad.
I knew it.
In that case,
Bro's got very strict office hours.
It might be invisible.
I'm just going to start like pounding and shouting on the outside of the tower.
As
Yeah.
you're pounding on the outside of the tower and shouting up,
A bunch of little people start to come out.
a bunch of little
Into the
gnomes start to
streets.
come out and angrily stare
Little-
at you, with little beady eyes.
One of them's already calling the police.
Constable
There's
Ken's
a big
ever
person
shows up.
in our town.
Those and those
As-
biggers.
Stop. Stop. That's too far. You've gone too far. You need to stop.
Oh, that's so funny. Anyway, as you're slamming on this tower, not but a minute later, you hear the soft trot of the heavy-set baby pulling up behind you. As you're slamming on this tower, Rikus, you kind of look at him and you look up, and you see you guys both see one of the windows kind of open, and an owl float out of it, and you seem to note that it has some kind of like stone tied to its neck. Yes, Aiden.
Seeing that and Rikus come up, I'm going to ask very quickly, Rikus, can you do me a favor?
Sure.
You said the window was like 40 feet up, right?
40 to
I can only.
That's well within
teleport
range
through.
of a vortex warp. I'm vortex warping Rikus up to the window.
Please don't.
I'm doing it.
I very
Do you
hesitantly say
resist?
sure.
Do you attempt to make the con save?
I mean, you said sure. I took that to mean willing creature.
I don't know what you're trying to do right now. I was like very hesitant, like sure. But the thing is before you say that, oh damn, I was gonna say that I'm going to flick some gang signs, prompting more phone calls to the police, of course.
What?
But I'm gonna flick some gang signs up at Oswald to intercept that owl and try to not hurt it, but try to at least talk to it, I guess, or like.
The owl slowly starts floating down, and as Oswald kind of flies by it, and there seems to be no communication in between these birds. Do you attempt the con save to stop the vortex warp from going through?
Me looking up, watching the owls, using my little earwig piece to listen in on the hoo-hoos to see if I can pick up on it. Like to pick up on any communication, and then I'm like, sure. Leopold grabs my arm.
You don't need to grab your arm to teleport you.
No, he doesn't.
I was like looking up, sure, and then suddenly I'm looking at the fucking
Dealing.
head of a window.
Yeah.
As you go up, he attempts to teleport you just to the inside of the window. However,
I really want to see what this concept does.
Okay, so the concept would
the
stop him
concept
from
is-
being able
yeah.
to teleport you. So Vortex Warp allows you to teleport a willing creature or an unwilling creature off of a con save.
Well, I guess it wouldn't be unwilling because I didn't know he was attempting to teleport me.
I think
Yeah.
I think that would be unwilling.
But I was willing in the fact of sure I'll help you, but I didn't know what
Okay,
that
so
would
Thomas, I
entail.
need you to decide. Are you rolling a con save?
Hold on. I'm gonna say evens.
God damn it. God damn it.
Oh, looks like I'm going up there.
Roll.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I thought evens was you make the con
Okay,
save.
so
Okay.
Thomas, as you are teleported up, you find yourself standing crouched inside of this tiny ass door frame.
With my
As
legs
then
still like widened
you-
apart, like I was riding. I was like, what
As
the hell?
then, Leopold, forgetting this is a wizard's tower and that likely has magical defenses, are rocketed out the window of this tower 4 stories up, and slam into the garden down below.
Hold on.
I have damage waiting you.
I know. From the moment of being force pushed out the window, like as I get force pushed out the window, would there be enough time before I hit the ground to be able to lock sights on a location for me to
Yes, to
teleport to and
Absolutely.
avoid fall damage?
Okay. As you are just, and then you teleport down to another location, Leopold, this other owl that kind of flies down with this little this little pendant attached to its neck. You just hear, "What do you want?"
I am going to. So the stone. It looks like. Is it one of our Rocky Talkies?
No.
Or I
This
guess not
appears-
specifically ours, but
No, it does not appear to be a Rocky Talkie. It appears to mostly just be a way to project his voice while not in that location.
okay. I will ask: is this Peter Basarius?
Yes.
I am.
It's just after dawn.
I am going to. I don't know if he can. See, well, Actually, no, I won't do that since I don't know if you can see. But
It's been a few
I
weeks.
will simply say that my name is Leopold Nanathon. I'm a member of the Inexorables. You helped us teleport out of Suno a week or two ago, and please, I'm not out of Sargoth, sorry, but please, I'm begging for your assistance.
You hear, it's too early for this shit. You want to like assist people, yeah?
Yes.
You're the third group this month.
Oh.
All right.
It's technically the second.
You hear
But
like
again.
almost some rustling and then a slight thump as if a like heavy pillow hit the floor, and then a groan and some of the bricks begin to slide away for an opening.
As I brush myself off.
As you
Kind
brush
of-
yourself off and kind of look around, you see Oswald now at this point with Leopold's eyes like fixed on this doorway that's opening and probably about to step through. You see Oswald has at this point quietly begun to strangle the other owl.
Oh God!
It's a little
Uh,
messed up.
Oh.
I immediately whistle, throw more gang signs, and be like, "Stop, please!" And then
You see
I'm like,
Oswald
just
kind of and kind of flap up and let it go. This absolutely is a familiar. This is not an actual owl that he was just strangling. And Oswald
I know.
kind of flies back to you.
I write on a small slip of paper at the Wizard Tower. I'll keep you updated, and hand it to Oswald and have it fly back to the party. I'm sitting here like,
using the Rocky Top.
Yeah, we have Rocky Talkies.
shh. Parentheses. I need Oswald out of here for a moment.
Okay, so
And
Oswald
parentheses.
flies with Leopold.
I hop back up on
into the tower.
Pony and just kind of make my way over there.
You
to the
guys,
door.
Step into the tower. As you do, the very small spiral staircase around the tower, Leopold, you see this thirdling, quarterling, making his way down the stairs. As he does, his short stature and plump figure are not well dressed for company. He's wearing like a nightgown. There's a little cap on his side that seems to just like been furled off to the side, as he probably was the soft thump that hit the ground on the speaker. He kind of looks down and says, "Where are you needing to go? I gotta remind Marcus this shit costs me money."
I am going to, not necessarily paying the most attention to what he's saying, going to get down on my hands and knees in front of the guy, which I don't imagine he's used to being taller than people, so this might come as a shock to him. But get down on my hands and knees, like full on face to the ground, and ask, please, I need to be teleported to Hafton right now. If you want me to foot the costs myself, I'll pay it. But please, just send me there.
Rikus, as you kind of walk in the door, you see Leopold on the ground with his head down, and you look up and you see the eyes kind of widen in Peter. And as he kind of looks down, he goes, "Get off your face, you're embarrassing yourself. I can send you there. I'll have to look in my book and find out what circles are there. I can't do it off the top of my head." And he kind of starts walking back up the stairs. You see him seemingly pull a book out of thin air and begin flipping through it.
We'll get up and take a few moments to breathe and realize that there's nothing he can do at this point that will make this process go faster. And only then will he turn around to Rikus and say, I didn't know Hizunda would do that. I'm sorry.
It's too early for this.
We're too late for this.
Either way,
I guess.
have you received any updates from the Rock?
It's currently in the possession of the mithril god of Halfton. Yvonne and Theobald were attacked this morning.
Is that what the Mithril Guard said?
Yes. There was a scuffle at the docks this very morning as they were getting ready to go back on the boat to leave.
Rikus tries to recollect some of his knowledge on the Mithril Guard. And it's like, are they just he's trying to remember. It's like, is that their standard guard or is that their investigative police force? I was like, in my head, I'm like,
the Mithril Guard are a more investigative police force of Halfton. There's the Mithril Guard and there's the Adamantine Guard. The Adamantine are the ones that you'll see just walking about on the day to day, and you'll see Mithril here and there. But Halfton generally has the Mithril Guard doing investigations.
I kind of nodded and goes, shit. Well,
And you hear from
you're in luck. I'm it hasn't been a lot, but I've done some work with some investigators in that city. So it's just a matter of if they're on the case.
Yugoslav library or I believe the basement of the mayor's house.
Which is closer to the docks?
That would be the library.
Yes,
I would not recommend teleporting to the middle of the mayor's house.
Whichever is closer to the docks.
All right.
Right.
You may have to pay a fine. There's not supposed to be people down there. He says, "Are you guys both going?"
In the library?
I will look to Rikus to ask, are you coming?
You're probably going to hurt yourself.
I'm going to hurt a lot more people.
You're not exactly in a rational state of mind to be talking to investigative police.
Rational? No, but I will tell them everything there is to know about Ferris and whatever syndicate did this to you.
Either way, well, sir, just a quick note. One, are we able to bring our steeds with us? And two, is there a mage in Halfton that could teleportation circle us back to Sargoth?
I'm entirely uncertain.
About the horse or the mage?
About the
I'm entirely uncertain. I've never teleported a pony before.
No, he could teleport the horses. They will be very, very, very uncomfortable getting to it, and it will take a lot of time, realistically, to get your horses into this small tower and up the stairs to the teleportation circle. But you could take them with you if you really wanted. In terms of teleporting you back, I haven't been to Halfton in a long time, and the only mages I knew up there have moved to Suno.
Also, keep in mind, if we're in a library, it's probably not designed for horses.
Depends on what part of the library.
The teleport.
Well, Leopold, just want to hold my hand. Trying to lighten the mood.
Does not work. He will hold on to your hand, though.
Okay. Are you guys taking your horses?
No.
No.
Okay.
Are you taking any supplies from Baby before you leave?
I mean, a couple of things from the saddlebag probably, but the chest is still back at the stables.
Okay.
Yeah.
Peter
So,
will continue to
um,
have your horses here.
yeah,
So
I was just about to say, Leo will walkie-talkie the party with briefest of updates, saying, Rakus and I are going to Halfton. Yvonne was attacked. Please take care of our horses. They're in Halfton, the Wizard's Tower.
I'm currently sending them back. You may intercept them on the street.
Wait, what do you mean?
And I tie Leopold's horse to Baby, and then just whistle to Baby to start walking back. She's a well-trained war horse. She knows what to do.
Baby just
I was like,
begins walking the exact path that she took here.
nice.
So, as you guys set up holding hands in the teleportation circle, we are going to fade to the other three. As you guys were on your way to the constable's office, and probably most of the way there, you get this message. Yvonne was attacked. We're making our way to Halfton. The city Halfton. The little village Halfton here in Sargoth is where our horses are. They're heading back to the stables right now.
They can do that.
So, as you guys hear this, are you wanting to go find the horses immediately? You're like a block or two away from the constable's office.
The horse will be fine.
I guess we have to grab the horses first.
They'll
I
be
don't know. I mean, I don't know how good it is for two horses to be riderless around the city.
Well,
That's
one's
just ask for something to get stolen.
one's a military horse. The other one's just a horse.
Yeah, a really nice looking horse. That's just asking for something to get stolen. Also, I don't really trust Rikus to not have explosives on his horse.
That may or may not have been a little bit of what I grabbed from the saddlebags.
Let's start moving here.
Yes.
Yeah. Right.
The horses will be fine. Don't worry. It's still early in the morning, and also
Alright,
We're a block away, Lynn, and they'll be fine.
fine.
So as you guys round the corner, seeing the constable's office, you're not entirely certain what time they get in, but as you kind of go up and you knock on the door, you do not get a response. As you kind
Oh, there's
of
Oswald.
peek around
Sorry.
the side, there does appear to be a lamp lit in one of the offices, but the curtains are drawn.
Well, what was that Rekus was saying about the first time we were here? Gray areas and
oh my
breaking an
gosh,
area.
break into the constable's office.
Wild work.
What was his justification for that one? Either of you remember?
Don't remember.
It was an active crime scene.
Well, Lynn will try and at least knock on the window that has the light on it.
Casts knock on the window.
A perception check, you said?
In fact, I'll let all three of you do so now.
I'm perceiving. Not 6.
Ooh, actually, DM.
Yes.
After I send my baby out into the streets, I am going to take out my whistle for Oswald, because he wouldn't have gotten too far. It had only been like a minute or two. I'm going to whistle to him to come back. I was just more sending him away just so he wouldn't try to strangle someone's familiar.
Dude, imagine if you just had permanent speak with animals. I would have so much fun with Oswald. Anyway.
I mean, if I'm able to somewhat make him a familiar, I technically could.
Jade,
Yep.
perception check.
Did you? Oh, thank you.
You're
I just gotta
part
find
of
a
the group that I
Pokeball.
asked. You
Yeah, I
go
just gotta
in.
I just gotta find a Pokeball so that way I can turn Oswald into a summon.
Suck him into your balls.
Yeah, just
What?
bing, beep, beep, beep.
Okay.
Wayne,
I'll take it.
Wayne and Secure. You would guess that the reason Lennon doesn't catch this is because he's so used to this smell that it's not necessarily an immediate worrying scent.
Mhm.
But as he kind of steps up to the window, you guys kind of get closer to the door and closer to the room. And as you do, you're kind of looking inside and you... like when you peel the boards off a porch and realize that a creature died in there last week, a wave of rot hits your senses from inside that window.
Something out here.
I agree.
All right.
Constable? Oh, we're just entering now?
Did anyone try the door before they try to lockpick it?
Well, the window's off to the side, isn't it?
The window is just off to the side of the door.
Yep.
So, like, you enter in and it's on the corner of the building, and it opens up into a large, like, area with multiple tables, and then offices ring the other 3/4 of the building.
Constable,
that
are
was
you
just one
in?
of the first windows. So as you kind of press in on the door, as you try the door, it does appear unlocked. As you open and this door swings open, that stench hits you like a freight train. As one inhalation nearly makes you vomit. You don't even see anything of note as the door opens. There is a thin hallway that opens up into that commons area. Do you guys go inside?
Oh gosh. And
Does anyone have that impregnation spell or whatever it's called?
The prestidigitation,
Any
PowerPoint presentation.
I look at Wayne. Wayne, do you have detect magic prepared by any chance?
Kind of. You got 10 minutes?
Probably not, as Lynn will just Lynn will just start casting Gust to try and get the smell out.
I'll say, why
That's
would
about
it take you 10 minutes?
I only
Like,
have
I-
it.
He only has it as a ritual.
How does he only have it as a ritual?
So if you have a spell in any list, and you got that from your wizard dip, right? Or not wizard
say-
dip, but your initiate?
No, it's from Ritual Caster.
I didn't know he had the ritual caster feat.
I was gonna say, I know he can only cast it as a ritual. I just don't particularly know how that came about.
Ritual casting would make sense. Didn't know you could do it that way.
Okay.
Right. Before we enter,
Part of my arcane grimoire that I picked up off of a dead body. So I took that
nice.
feat because I read the book.
Okay, Lennon, you were saying?
Nice. Before we enter, do we have anything on us right now that would prevent us from getting in trouble if another guard were to say come in and see us next to potentially dead bodies? Of their
Probably
police.
the smell, Lennon. They didn't just die. So to be fair, this is pretty advanced decomp for them having died sometime in the night, most likely.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's see how far we get this time.
Okay. So as you guys kind of open into this hallway,
It's the entire precinct dead.
Ugh.
No.
Constable Severum, no!
You guys open this door all the way. As you begin to peek your head in, the first thing that catches your eye is the fact that as you exit this hall, kind of looking up, checking all your areas, you see a crossbow bolt implanted into the wall, not but a few feet away. Looking to your left, the 3 tables set out into this commons area. The tables are undisturbed, but any and all of the paperwork, the scrolls, the maps, they're torn to pieces. Most of the office doors are closed, but the one to your close left that Lennon peeked in the middle of is open. And there is blood on the floor. As one of you kind of rounds the corner, you see these thick ass blinds over the window that make it impossible to see through. You see that the walls are nearly completely coated in viscera, as you see almost as if this person, their bone, their shin, had been stripped from their body but still connected to the ligaments of their shin and ankle, and implanted into the wall via this shin bone, as it only gets more grotesque as you look farther and farther down as they are hung upside down. Their faces peeled off and hanging from them. They seem to have been almost completely scalped, as large portions of hair and flesh are on the ground. But they're obviously rotted. They're almost like boiling. Their center, their torso, has been cleaved open, and loins and intestines are just dangling. Lennon, your immediate intrigue into this as a medical practitioner, unlike the first time that you saw gruesome deaths here in Sargoth, there is nothing particularly missing that comes to mind. This was not a kill for consumption, like the last time you were here in Sargoth. As you...
Hey, Lennon, how long do you think they lived through all of this?
Oh boy. Well, it
How
depends
long
if
ago did they die?
it depends if it was torture or ritualistic. DM, does this look ritualistic?
This looks thoroughly ritualistic.
Oh,
They're alive
then a
now.
while. Then a while. Can I make a religion check to see if I know of any cults that would
Sure.
perform something like this?
As
All right.
you do, Sakir, kind of looking into the next room, you did not know the person who held that office, but Sakir, as you see the blood on the door,
Dirty
you kind
20.
of begin making your way to Ken Zeveram's office.
All right. Could I second that religion check if I hung in there long enough, or are we moving forward with my perspective? Okay, yeah. Thanks. Religion, normal. And remember, I get advantage if this is demons or whatever. Okay, Lennon beat me.
Oh, he said if it was related to demons, undead, etc., etc.
Fiends, Fey, or
Okay, here's my advantage.
Wait,
Nice.
is it related to
19.
Faith or
So Lennon still did one better.
undead. Nothing comes to mind for either of you guys in regards to a cult. Like, you do not know of a cult that specifically does this.
Oh, my religion's a +8 out of 21. That's on my character sheet.
Still same answer.
Okay, that offended me for a second. You're good.
That would be wild. But as you guys move on, at extreme guard, you begin to notice a lot of the little details around the room. The blood splatters along the walls seem to have been from some kind of hooked slashing device of This isn't like peels on peels of blood. This is a spray in a very, very obvious pattern. Whoever died here, and there's another body in the main area, that while rotting has not been hung up in such a ritualistic way. Lastly, you kind of begin making your way, and each of the rest of the offices seem empty. But when you get to Ken's office, you kind of open it, and you see that his femur, his right femur, has seemingly been pulled from his body, and it has been used to implant his body through his chest, through his rib cage. It is holding his body against the wall.
Seemingly.
A not too dissimilar way as the other disemboweled skin peeling off, but not necessarily because it was intentionally peeled off, but because it is rotting off. As you kind of enter, barely recognizable Ken Zeveram holding on, or being held to this wall. Half of his face is kind of like falling off, as though a single touch, his entire skin would just slough off the body.
Damn it.
Of the kills in this building, Ken does seem the freshest, but not by much.
So what's the difference between the ritual we saw in the first room and in this room? Are they obviously the same exact thing?
They are not the same exact thing, and you're almost uncertain as if this is a ritual, but more just a fucked up warning from something, somewhere. You don't know of any kind of creature that would do this, and this certainly doesn't seem like it was done by any normal group of thugs or gang members.
Are there any signs of a forced entry anywhere?
Go ahead and roll me an investigation check.
I'm not good at those, guys.
Let me see.
I'll go ahead and help Lynn look.
11.
Okay.
Damn.
Best guess that you guys can have is the door was unlocked, so it's possible that that was a place of entry. All of the windows were locked and closed, and there appears to be no damage. The only other thing to note is there is a skylight to this building that did have an open window that would be large enough for an approximately humanoid-sized figure to squeeze through. It would be a tough fit, and there would definitely have been some kind of noise made. So, in all likelihood, they knew something was coming and had some level of time to prepare.
Have we investigated the actual wounds yet? Because I think that'll be the biggest tell. Are these like claw marks? Is this like just like giant hands that tore everything apart, or is it just magical? Straight up.
You can attempt another investigation or medicine check if you'd like.
I would ask that of Linen, and I'll do another
Yeah,
investigation. You should do medicine.
I'll medi-check it. I guess, Wayne, if you have mending, you want to see if you can find anything on the research table that they thought necessary to tear up.
That was good investigation.
Mending. You're going to be there for a while.
When it comes to mending, you have to know which pieces go together.
That's not how that. Okay.
I also don't have mending, so there's
That's
that.
also fair.
Yeah, if paper was torn into two pieces, you'd have to know which two pieces they were to mend them back together. You can't just pick up one, cast mending on it, and the other will fly across the room.
Got it. So this is a long-term scrapbooking project.
Yeah.
So, Linen and Secure, as you guys are investigating the rooms, this does not appear to be any specific weapon. As far as you can tell, the best approximation you could say would be like almost a scythe. But it seems awkward, Linen, as you know the trajectory of, say, if one was standing here and slashed this way with a scythe, this is kind of how the blade would interact. But scythes are generally a little bit longer-handed weapons. this appears to all be super close range, almost insinuating that the scythe was either very, very small and or attached to the figure, or this creature had scythe-like blades attached to it in one regard or another.
Oh boy.
How big is the scythe?
Is it like Regus's sword scythe, or is it?
It would be
Like
closer to that size, but it wouldn't have a handle. Like, it would literally just be the blade on someone's hand.
I'm a
That's the thing.
radio. I'm a radio over to Ragus and Leopold. Just saying.
Okay.
You guys might want to be a bit more careful over there. We just stumbled into, let's say, Nestarune 2, Sargoth Boogaloo.
As you say, do you guys wait around? Do you guys try and go get guards? Do
Like a
you
sickle.
just move on and get out of the town? If this creature,
I'd say-
if this thing, if this group of people were targeting Ken because he was looking into this, you might not want to be here anymore, especially not at full strength. Jade,
I'd say-
what was your good for?
It was a sickle. It's a scythe, but like on a tiny handle.
Okay.
Yeah, that works.
Zach,
Or Bill Hook.
I vote we inform the guards and then we get out. We get our stuff, get out. And I guess either take a boat to team or follow the original planned path. What do you guys think?
I don't remember why we needed to go to Aranon.
Ragus wanted to investigate.
So investigating
not-
the whole southern border, which is where a lot of the syndicates exist, the only other true link is the child's toy that appeared
the
to
Lek.
be of the figure of the Lek family, which is a Aranon-based family. Outside of that, I don't really know of how many leads you guys have into Aranon.
It might have just been that we were stopping off at Aranon because there's a
It's
town
not
on the
circled.
way, but I don't remember.
It was more like checking in with like the local guard and the news and what people in the streets say. If we could gather information along the coast, since he did have a shipping company.
Personally, I'm getting scared of coming into contact with any of our allies if this is what happened. If this is what can happen.
But we should inform not only the people here, but maybe Lycus as well.
Yeah, Ragus has the stone.
Yeah.
Okay. so Lycus
But
can
you
inform Lycus.
guys did send a message to us. Rikus is gonna call back to you guys. Well, sounds like the lead's dead. Given the dangerous times, and we haven't talked about our safety measures yet, might want to group up with us.
Maybe.
And how are we to do that?
Wait, wasn't there a... How did we get out of this city last time?
I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm pretty sure. Did I not say that I was teleporting to Halfton?
Yeah, but you never said where
That's fair.
you were teleporting from.
We sent a Rocky message over that we were at the tower.
I believe they did.
Maybe.
Leopold sent it.
I would like a decision in the next 2 to 3 minutes. Are you guys moving on, or are you grouping up? You guys have to collect your things here in Sargoth regardless. Horses included.
I don't think we're gonna have much. I don't think it's gonna be a good thing if we force those horses to teleport. Especially when their owners aren't here.
Yeah, Rikus's horse will be fine.
Did we
What are
find any
doing?
cool?
We
She's
just leave it-
seen worse.
Jade has his hand up. Yes, Jade, I see.
Yeah, sorry. So dead bodies are objects, yeah?
Bruh.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm going back. I keep like finding the same thing over and over again whenever I look at my character sheet, and I haven't really used it yet. Grim psychometry. When making an intelligence history check to recall information about the sinister or tragic history of an object you're touching on your current roll, you have advantage on the roll. I will note, though, that psychometry is like a
I know it's
pseudoscience thing where you touch something and you can just like know information about it.
Occurred in the past.
Do you play it like that, or are you just like, if I know the information about this historical object, then I'm more able to recollect it, rather than I am like magically, psionically getting information from the history of a thing?
It's psionic divination almost.
Right. Because
So
if it's
I
more
will-
the
I
psychic
will
route, I would go
allow-
up and
I will allow the direct reading of your feature. I don't know if you read it. And
Yeah,
I'm
read it.
I'm absolutely fine with this because this will be cool as shit if it works. You gain a supernatural talent for discerning secrets of mysterious relics or places touched by evil. You can recall information about a tragic history on a location or an object you are touching. You have advantage on the check. And at your DM's discretion, a suitably high roll may cause your character to experience brief visions.
I was not supposed to click that yet,
No, you were not.
but I rolled on accident. There you
can
go.
Go ahead and roll again if you wish.
I'll slap you with
Would that be
guidance.
honest?
Well,
Um,
I say honest is I ask you to make a roll. If you roll before I ask you to make a roll, that's not an honest roll.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
I slap you with guidance. Yeah.
Guidance, that would be awesome. Okay. History. I just had it. I was just preparing it because I knew you were saying yes, and I'm
Object are you touching? Are you just like the location as a whole? Or are you attempting-
no, I'm gonna go up specifically to the guy's face. He said is like could melt off just touching it. I'm gonna put my hand on his shoulder and his face is gonna fall off.
Yes, it will. And you have a very sticky hand.
Your knife will love that.
Cool. 23.
As you go up and you touch the shoulder of once goated NPC Ken Zeveran.
May rest his soul.
Rest in peace. His soul is probably consumed, let's be honest.
You are drawn into a vision. As you are, you see in the eyes of Ken a string of paperwork you can't quite make out the lettering of. That's not the dark, sinister secrets to uncover here. But you see him looking down at a scroll and seemingly with his hands pressing against his temple. It's late. You'd probably say it's somewhere around midnight, maybe 1 a.m. in the morning. You see the scrolls laid out. You see his door cracked open and another lamp lit across the way in the common area. You see him kind of stand up, and a moment later you hear a little click and cracking noise come from above. It's very, very faint, but as you hear it, you see Ken kind of slide open a little drawer on his desk, and he pulls out his hand crossbow, kind of taking his rapier in its scabbard, just taking it off his desk, kind of pushes open his door, and you see in the commons area, the man who is out there already is kind of looking up and into the skylight. As he does, you see him kind of like backing up. Seemingly there's another crossbow on the wall that he's moving towards. He continues to slide back. You see a door across the way slide open. As you do, you don't even see a shadow as a flash of this gray, you'd almost say light, slashes across And not but a moment later, this man who was going for a crossbow on the wall, you see this creature standing over him. It's hard to make out, but it is a tall, gaunt figure. Its legs are bent in backwards on itself like a goat. You see it standing tall, likely somewhere between 7 and 8 foot. There is this pair of gnarled, gray, bat-like wings stretching from its back, with little holes ripped in it. You see it's wrapped in almost like this, I almost want to say like gauze, or of some form, almost like a bandaging around most of its body. You see its arms, its wrists, and hands, rather than being that of fingers and opposable thumbs, is a near 16-inch claw, as best you can describe, that seems sharp on both edges with a slight curve to it. And as it looks down, a almost like skeletal with skin pressed against it, as though it's dehydrated skin, a feminine face with this long flowing gray hair, as you just hear this blood-curdling screech, and you immediately begin falling to the ground in the vision of Ken and sliding back. You see him fire a crossbow bolt, and it just slams into the wall above the door entryway as he's firing across it, as it goes across his vision and opens up the back and then stabs the stomach of the man going for the crossbow. And not but a moment later, your vision goes dark as this creature, you getting a closer vision and gathering no real new details other than a snarling face and sharpened teeth as it strips the life from Ken Zeveram in a flash.
So, they did die pretty quickly. They weren't alive for very long.
There was still one man alive after Ken, but you can't assume that he lasted long after seeing those first two drop so quickly.
Did this creature, as it moved, did it show signs of sentience at all, or did it seem more like a beast, like a monster?
It seemed very intelligent. And the one thing you'll note is, as that little click and crack was heard, the scent of rot also began to appear. And it only got more and more prevalent when the creature dropped.
So it itself smelled of this rot.
Yes.
Got it. Not just the people. All right.
See
So
anything?
coming out of that, like my eyes like went pale for a second, and then coming out of that, I stumbled backward. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna give me a second, and I just start sprawling down this like crazy messed up looking figure on a piece of paper with like it's skinny, gaunt, long with giant claws, bat wings, and a crazy screaming face, and like, what's this?
None of you have any clue.
This is what killed him. And I still smell it, and I don't know what that means, but it worries me. I think that we should leave now.
Right. All right.
I'm not kidding. When it got here, it had the smell of it come with it. This isn't just the reeking of the corpses around us. It's more. It's still here.
Oh,
It could be still here, or it was just here. I don't know. We should go.
it could be you. It could be me. It could even be.
It could be Wayne! Wayne!
Yeah.
Stabs Wayne in the neck. Okay.
It was
so,
obvious.
as you guys very quickly leave this building, is it fair for me to say that you guys will be making your way to gathering your horses, your supplies, and leaving the city promptly?
Yeah.
Will you
At-
be leaving on foot, moving towards Eranin, or on boat, moving towards Eranin or team?
I vote boat to team. What do you guys think?
There's not much to check on Harrinan. I agree. I think that was a supposed route. Like, might as well stop by kind of thing, not a we need to go there.
But before we leave, definitely inform the guards of what happened. Definitely radio to Rikus and Leopold. Watch your back because we've got hunters that murdered the entire constable office. You'll know the smell by the smell of rot and decay coming off of the creature.
And I give him I give him my sketch.
We can't get
If you smell
Yeah.
death, prepare for yours.
Yeah,
Smell
pretty
death,
much.
prepare for yours.
Other than that, be safe. We'll try to meet in team or at the box camp, whichever one comes first.
Also, I
Well,
love
we
how
can see.
none of you guys have the idea to go up to Halfton with us.
Now you all fine.
Give.
Speaking of,
Splitting the
getting
party
back
never
up
goes
to
wrong.
You did it.
Rikus and Leopold,
That's
you
fair.
guys appear in a dark, damp basement with books surrounding you. This appears to be the overfill, overstock room of some kind of library. As you kind of step out, you immediately begin searching for a door and have to kind of make a light for yourself as it's so dark in here. As you are opening the door, you see this old dwarven woman standing there with keys in hand about to unlock it, just looking at you guys with incredulous eyes.
I'm sorry for interrupting you, but could you please tell us where the docks are?
They're about 5 minutes north of here.
Thank you. And I am just going to brush past the old dwarven woman.
Okay.
So callous.
Still holding on to Rikus' hand, by the way. I am dragging him behind me. He is coming with me.
Where are the docks? This way. All right. Just dragging.
Yeah. And I
Keep
will
on
say
these
that
ways.
In a mall. Okay, so you guys get up to the top floor and very, very quickly begin making your way to the docks. As you do, it takes you a few minutes, as the docks are fairly large. And there's a lot of material coming in and out of Halfton. So it takes you some time, but you are able to find strings of this, like a bright neon blue tape wrapped around this large area and holding a couple docks. As you guys kind of roll up, it seems to be that most of the evidence has been packaged, and the Mithril Guard are beginning to close up shop here. But there are still a handful of them around.
I am going to. Does any of them immediately look in charge?
There is one dwarven man kind of sitting in the back. He's kind of got a table in front of him with a whole bunch of stuff. And you see him kind of loading up these oversized goat-drawn carriages. And you see him pointing in one way or another. The thing that immediately catches your eye is there is still a sending stone sitting on the table in front of this man.
I am going to. Do sending stones vibrate when you call them?
Yes.
I am going to go ahead and try and call mine. I figure I know what's about to happen.
Yes, the sending stone on the table kind of shifts around a little bit. You see him kind of look down at it, and as he's reaching for it,
Walk up to the man, and I'm just going to slam my matching one down on the table. Leopold Lenathon, what's here?
I honestly did not expect you to arrive so quickly.
Pays to know wizards who can teleport you. Now, what has happened here?
He's going to kind of look at you and say, with all due respect, I still only know you as a man of a noble house, not as an investigator.
Well, pulls up Rikus, smacks Rikus on the back. Not only are we members of the Inexorables, Thomas, I think he might be asleep or dead.
What are the that or his camera froze? I hope he's asleep.
Or that. It
We could
honestly
use
could be his camera froze. Because I think it might actually just be that his
Oh no!
camera froze.
I saw his hand move.
No, he's definitely moving. Thomas!
Thomas!
There he is. Oh, maybe
You fall
not.
asleep, dude?
He's out of it, man.
Thomas!
That's hilarious.
Thomas,
Yeah.
please.
He can't hear you.
Thomas!
He remembered.
Sorry, my mic was muted.
Lord.
Yeah, we saw that.
You heard what happened though, correct?
Which part?
That we got to the crime scene and the main constable heading it up was like, "I only know you as a nobleman. You were not an investigator." And so I bring out my investigator friend.
Who is not?
Oh fuck.
Or, former investigator. Current investigator.
I walk up and say, Reich is straight hollow, and I hand him my retired, basically my
Old KBI badge.
yes, but then also the card that shows that I'm a retired military veteran that displayed my MOS as military police. And then also the Revenant police.
As you kind of present
ID.
these badges, he says, "You at least have connection to the victim, yes, victims."
Theobald is a good friend of mine, and Yvonne was a servant in my employ. They are both very dear to me, and I am going to make whoever did this pay.
He kind of leads you over. They're on kind of like a smaller shipping vessel. On the dock in front of it, there is a series of bodies that have been moved off the boat and lined up inside of bags. He kind of opens them up and reveals faces to you. There are 13 bodies. He says, not everyone who was involved in this attack was killed. There were a few wounded. It seems that a group of anywhere from 7 to 10, maybe 12 assailants attacked the shipping vessel. As best as we can tell, they were part of some gang or syndicate. We have not yet tied them. By the immediate tattoos, I would expect that these were members of the Qual. As he's kind of looking out among the bodies, he kind of starts flipping them, and he says, 6 of the Qualm suffered gunshot or stab wounds. Some of the members of the shipping vessel had firearms and weapons to defend themselves. Cargo being moved was quite expensive. One, Theobald, I believe you mentioned him previously.
Yes.
Seems to have been moving his entire stock and armory and tools as an artificer to begin moving somewhere. We do not have all the details yet.
I could tell you the details about them moving later, but I need to figure out where they were. Because I during this, I would have liked to look at all of the bodies to verify that none of them are Theobald or Yvonne.
As his assistant is like opening up the bodies as this conversation is happening, and most of them seem to be just nothing faces to you thus far, and you're about halfway through. He says, Theobald himself we were able to quickly identify. He is not dead, but he is in extreme critical condition. And to be entirely honest, even with magic, it would be tough to save his life. I am sorry to be the bearer of bad news. In terms of a woman, we have no dead women here. We have no extreme evidence as to one being kidnapped, but also we know that 4 of the assailants at least escaped the scene.
Well, then, can you take us to the infirmary?
Yes, I can. He is still in active surgery
well.
and likely will be for an extended time.
We're not going to the infirmary. As much as I want to see Theobald, Yvonne can still be out there. Do you know of any active gang hideouts that the Qualms might use? Or any other gang that could be related to Kandora?
My friend, that is, even if I did, which is a small chance that I have much of information like that, I would not be sharing it with a civilian and a retired cop. That is just waiting for you and a whole bunch of other bodies to show up later today.
Leopold, as I expressed earlier, I am here with you because you would not be in the correct state of mind to think clearly. We are going to the infirmary to talk with any other possible survivors that are now in stable condition.
Are there any other survivors?
There are
He-
3 other survivors. The captain of the vessel sadly died in the skirmish, but a few of his dock hands survived. None of the assailants survived. They either died or escaped.
Alright, in that case, before we go, I do want to see if I can briefly scan over the items. I want to see if there's anything of Yvonne's, besides the obvious sending stone.
As you're kind of looking over everything that's here, you don't see anything particularly that is Yvonne's. Obviously, not everything of the vessel has been pulled off, so like anything in their quarters that they would have had likely hasn't been completely searched through and pulled out. This area will be continuing to be locked off for quite a while as the investigation continues.
Alright. In that case, we shall go to the infirmary.
You guys begin heading to the infirmary. When you get there, you find that any of the survivors are in extreme critical condition. As it seems that the 3 in total survivors, as one of the others had died at this point, are all dwarves. And this kind of confuses you for a moment, but your innate insight kind of kicks in. But a few seconds later, whoever attacked them definitely was using poison blades, like the enlarged veins. They're almost a different color than they're supposed to be on the dead bodies that you saw. The enlarged throat, as if there was some kind of allergic reaction. There was definitely some sort of poison used by these attackers, and dwarves being more resilient to it seemed to have a much better chance of surviving.
In that case, I would like to ask all of the survivors, same series of questions. Like, did you see where the assailants ran off to? Did you see Yvonne?
So if you're asking the other survivors, they're all unconscious. There is not a
Yeah.
Oh, I thought they were
We-
conscious.
No, they're
No,
all
we have to
in
wait.
critical condition. They're all likely an afternoon, if not days away from speaking anything.
Oh, well, fuck this. I'm not staying at the infirmary.
Well, speak with that. No. We don't have that.
Nah.
Kill one of them to speak with them.
Yeah, alright. I think this is what Leo would do. In that case, seeing that all of these men are not free to talk yet, who would be the highest authority of the guards here?
That would likely be the constable who you've been speaking to up to this point, a man by the name of
Yes.
New constable name.
A new constable just dropped.
Yo, let's
In that
go.
case, I am going to give a short, abridged retelling of the events, saying that, uh, you know, Thievald and Yvonne were good friends of mine. And I happened to piss off somebody with a lot of influence in Gundren syndicates, among a lot of other things. The death of Thievald and whatever's happening to Yvonne is my fault. And I am going to solve it, with or without your help. You're worried about finding a trail of bodies? There's going to be, whether or not you give me that answer or not.
I
So
would
please,
like to remind
take this
the.
easy on us.
I kind of just put a finger up at the constable and be like, I'm just kind of waiting for you to stop and go. Need I remind you, he is still in a state of shock, and therefore this is not
Being the voice
admissible.
of reason is wild.
He like Rikus, like if you look at Rikus is actively like really tired, like very tired. He has not looked this like just dead, literally, but also just like really tired.
As that said, the constable
He's like-
kind of looks back and says, I am sorry, Leopold. I have no leads to give you as of now. If you
Are there any
wish, I
witnesses?
will give witnesses. No, it was very early in the morning, and it seems any people who were working around the area seemingly exited it at the perfect time. Whether they were warned ahead of time, we have spoken to anyone who we knew was in the area. No one seems to have been within direct line of sight when the attack occurred. There are a few people who came in soon afterwards and saw the back end of the scuffle, but they are those who ran and fetched the guards. So they did not see any of the assailants flee. As far as we can tell, they fled on the water. But that is only our best bet as of now. If I had any money on things, our assailants and anyone that they kidnapped are likely no longer in the city. But that is just my professional opinion, not fact. If you have deep connections upon which you have made enemies, I would look into those. That is likely where you will find her, if she is still alive. Which, in any case, at this point, with what I've seen from these others, if she was touched by one of those blades and she was not of dwarven constitution, she is likely gone.
No. Yvonne's not dead. I can tell because I know Varys is a fucking bastard. If Yvonne was dead, he would have just left her at the scene. No. Wants to fucking torture me with this. You can see Leo, like, take a breath and sort of compose himself as he begins to think before saying, "Thank you for your assistance, Constable. I must be going.
I wish you luck on your endeavors.
Thank you." And Leo exits the infirmary.
As Leo exits the infirmary, with Rikus not too far behind in tow, we're going to go ahead and close this session. as we have split the party as freaking hard as one can. We're not in the same side of the country anymore.
We're still both on the eastern part of the country, and they're getting ready to leave the eastern part, but we're still on the eastern part for now.
As Lennon, Wayne, and Secure have chartered a vessel, which I'll probably go in and remove. If someone would remove approximately 15 gold a person for the three
Right.
of them.
Right. Oh.
And the horsies?
The horsies were gathered, and they're a part of that fair. And you guys will be heading to team. I will note, this will not be a short boat trip.
Oh, you guys are heading to. You guys are just continuing with the mission.
Yeah, they're just dipping away from Aranin. The trip
makes
from
sense.
Sargoth to team, dependent upon weather, will be anywhere from 3 to 4 days, possibly more. 3 is perfect wind at your back, sunny skies. Could be upwards of 5 if you hit weather. So they're chartering a boat. They're getting on the boat. We're gonna start our next session with you guys on the boat. And Leopold and Rikus will be doing whatever they decide to do in this regard. I am entirely uncertain what's going on. There may even be, depending on how things go, a 2-man session, possibly, just to catch up. Because you guys, there will be, I've got some plans for that boat trip, but it won't be super in-depth, and I don't want to leave you guys just sitting here watching the other two play with themselves for an entire session. I know Nate would love it. I know he would love watching Nate. I would know he would love watching Thomas and Aiden play with themselves. Or each other. Regardless.
The I just sent is Wayne actively on this this boat trip.
What did you say?
The wank fairy always wanks and always watches.
Yeah.
Nate just aura farming the whole way.
So
I want to imagine he's up on the top deck just fucking wink.
yeah.
All
So
right.
I don't know.
Sec.
I do want to say the reason Linen chose boat over going over land is with the boat we have to deal with the pirate syndicate, the deep corsairs, at most, versus land, which is whatever syndicate happens plus whatever that creature was. I'd rather deal with pirates.
I'm
Look,
so excited.
bold of you
That
to
creature's swim speed is 200 feet.
No, I was going to say bold of you to assume that creature is not, in fact, Jesus Christ and can walk on water.
Bold of you to assume that creature can't fly since it has wings.
To be fair, you said its wings had a lot of holes in it.
Yes, it did.
Yeah.
That does not help the aerodynamics of that wing.
No, it doesn't.
Or the lift
It
of that
doesn't mean
wing.
they can't fly. And I didn't say a lot of holes. I said it had some tears. Anyway, so we're gonna have some fun with it. Yeah, I think we're just gonna go ahead and close it out. Hope you guys had fun, and catch you in the next one.